Welcome to my channel, and I'm back with you once again with another video of Microsoft Flight Simulator. This video is not about flying planes or tutorials for different planes. In this video, I will show you the system that I have and plus the graphics settings that I'm using for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Because I've recently updated my system, and for the past few weeks, I was just getting some questions, so I just thought of making this video in which I will show you the system that I have and plus the graphics settings that I'm using for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. For a very long time, almost 4 years, I've been using HP Omen. It was an i7 processor with RTX 2080. But now I think it was time to upgrade my system. So I got a Legion T7 with an i9 processor, the 13th generation processor, as you can see it on your screen. It's got a 64GB DDR5 RAM, plus a 2 terabytes of storage SSD by Samsung. And I also have 2 additional backup storages to show the videos, because now I'm making videos in 4K. Initially I couldn't because my display was also not 4K, it was Full HD. But now I've got a complete 4K display with a 60 Hz refresh rate. The graphics card that I'm using is RTX 4080 GeForce by NVIDIA, and it's got a 16GB VRAM. So it's giving me some really good performance, and people have got different dreams in their lives to buy cars or to go on vacations. My dream was to fly planes in Microsoft Flight Simulator in ultra settings. So this is the only system which was giving me this option. So I just got hold of it, and now I'm really enjoying some good flights on the Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I'm just trying to bring more and more videos for you guys. So this is the system that I have. Right now my display is at 60 Hz of refresh rate. I'm planning it to upgrade it to 120 Hertz in the future, but right now this is the system that I have. Now let's go to Microsoft Flight Simulator and see the graphics settings that I'm using for this simulation. So these are the graphics settings, and as you can see, I'll just quickly go through it, and I'll show you everything is set to ultra. And I've just also have increased the world objects as well, as you can see. And plus I'm using the NVIDIA DLSS super resolution, which gives a very nice motion blurring. It is good. I was not really happy on RTX 2080, but on 4080, it's giving me some good quality. And right now you can see that I'm using the DirectX 12 beta, and plus everything is set to ultra, because this is the option that I have with the RTX 4080 to set everything to ultra. I can use everything on maximum settings. So it's really good. And for the what you can say for the texture super sampling, I'm using 6x6. It's good. I can also switch to 8x8, but 6x6 is good. And you can see that even for the clouds, I'm going for ultra settings. So these are the settings that I have. I will not go into the details because this video is not about how I've tweaked the settings in order to get the maximum FPS, because I'm just using ultra settings with the maximum world objects, and I get some good frames per second. Right now you can see 60 frames per second are coming. So if I try to do a flight, let's do a flight and save the settings. And let me show you what FPS do I get. So right now I'm parked at Islamabad International Airport. I've purchased this airport from the Microsoft Flight Simulators marketplace. And you can see my frames per second at 48 frames per second. I don't really mind it. I don't feel like increasing the frames per second by reducing the world objects or just tweaking some settings. So I'm just going for ultra. I'm just really enjoying it. Maybe in the future I'll also make a video in which I will tell you how to tweak the graphic settings in order to get the maximum frames per second with your graphics card. But right now I'm really happy with it. Only I just made one video today, and in that video during the landing the graphics were jerky. I was not really happy with it. I've uploaded this video, but anyhow, now I'm just trying to take off, and you can see the frames per second are at 48 frames per second. I'm using the Airbus A320neo, which is a default plane for the Microsoft Flight Simulator. Obviously, that the graphics also depend a lot on the plane that you're using. So right now I will just try to take off, and let's see what happens when the plane is in the air and there are less objects on the ground. Let's see what happens. But right now, as you can see, the graphics are really smooth. Gear is up. So now it's even going up to 50 frames per second. So that's it. This is how I'm enjoying my flight simulation experience with the Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I hope you'll also get a chance to upgrade your system if you don't have an RTX 4080. And if you have an RTX 4080, obviously you are having a lot of fun on the Microsoft Flight Simulator. As you can see now, as the plane is climbing and the ground elements are disappearing, the frame rates are frame rate is increasing. If I go out, let's try to go out. So now it's gone up to 52 frames per second. So this is the experience that I'm having, and you can see it's smooth. It's very nice. So you can see I'm getting some good performance. So as I've told you before, maybe in the future, I'll also try to do a video in which I will tell you how to tweak your graphics settings in order to have the maximum frames per second. So this is my system, and these are the graphics settings that I was using. If you've got any further questions, you can ask me in the comments section. And if you want to add anything to this video, you're more than most welcome. With this, I would just like to end my video. Thank you very much for staying with me. Have a nice day. Hope to see you soon.